Hello, my loves. Happy, soon to be full moon in Capricorn happening on Monday, June the 29th. And then we also have Mercury that's going to be going retrograde in the sign of Cancer on the same day until July the 24th. So we got a lot of stuff happening in the heavens as always. And this is giving us a huge opportunity for growth and transformation individually and on a collective level. A lot of stuff's happening. Things are speeding up and taking the opportunities. And even though it may seem like things aren't changing, we might not be seeing things changing. Trusting and knowing, because there's a lot of things, a lot of planets are changing signs. A lot of opportunities for blessings. So trusting and knowing that things will work out, that we'll start seeing results. Let's see. Besides Mercury going retrograde, we also have the North Node that's going to be going in starting at 0 degrees. So it's the beginning of that sign. And the sign of Pisces, which is water sign, which is about spirituality. It's about let's see, it's creativeness, end of the zodiac. And so that is going to be, so let's just say, and I did this, let's see, did this quick, but they look like headphones. So the North Node and then the South Node. So it's going to be, excuse me, going and changing signs. That's going to be happening. And so that's something also to utilize, take advantage of. For Mother Earth, for the God, creators, giving us opportunities and blessings. So the nodes are the moon's nodes are always exactly opposed. They're points of the paths of the moon where the moon and the earth cross. It's like points as being a karmic significance. And so the ascending or the northern node, which is going to be changing signs, that's said to represent the spiritual development needed, called for in this lifetime. So it's working towards your soul's wish, your destiny. And so while the descending, the opposite or southern node, represents the spirit experience gathered during your previous lives. That's where you're feeling more comfortable. That's where you usually automatically go to. But you're being asked and encouraged to stretch and grow towards what might feel uncomfortable, but towards what, you know, your higher self wants you to go towards. And so we also have Mars that's going to be at 0 degrees, starting changing signs in the sign of Gemini. And Mars is action. It's you being born. It's being a leader, taking initiative. Um, it's your energy, and that it goes in the sign of the Gemini, which is communication. It's learning, thinking, research, and then Jupiter, which is the um, planet of expansion, blessings. As an example, these are all just certain things that these things can mean. But anyway, that is going. That's 0 degrees, sign of Leo, which is creativeness. It would brings you joy. It's connected to your heart. It's connected to the sun, Leo. Shining your light. Okay? And doing what you love. And so anyway, all these things are happening all around the same time. And so we also had, let's say, so with Mercury with going retrograde, like I said, sign of Cancer, which is the water symbol, is connected to the moon. Cancer's the crab. And that's emotions, highly intuitive, home, family, what brings us comfort. A lot of times it deals with the mother, nurturing, caring, taking care of yourself. And so, let's say it's going within, going inward, and slowing down, okay? Introspection and restructuring. And so, like, you want to do things with in retrograde, things that start with RE, because it's the symbol RX, like on the medicine bottle, God's medicine, as I say, Mother Earth's medicine for us. And so you want to do things like I say, it starts with RE, so rest, restore, rejuvenate, research, replenish. These are all certain things to do. And so also allow extra time when you travel. And you might have problems with technology. Things are going to be slowing down, having to revisit, back up your devices, passwords, all that. And so just looking over your contracts, just looking it over carefully. It's not saying that you can't do certain things. It's just taking your time, okay? And it's, like I said, Mother Earth's medicine for us. to heal, healing time. And so the retrogrades, that's another thing. They're all in the water signs this year. And so, let's see. Around February 26th or so, we also had it, Mercury was in the sign of Pisces the last time, which is the water sign. And then we have coming up in October, the 24th or so, it's going to be going retrograde in the sign of Scorpio, another water sign. So, and so that is connected, can be connected with death and rebirth. It's connected to, like, as the phoenix, rising from the ashes. And can be a healer, very healing. And also connected with things that are hidden and esoteric, occult stuff. So anyway, just wanted to share that. And so we have a lot of opportunities for healing, like I said. And so all these things pertain to all of us. So we're having an opportunity for our own personal healing and for collective healing for our world, globally, universally, with the unseen realm, with the heavenly worlds that's here around us all the time, and with each other, with what's going on in the external world, our planet, this earth. And so, anyway, so I just wanted to share that. And let's see what I've, and so, oh yeah. So the Capricorn full moon. The Capricorn is the earth. Oh yeah. So let's say it's connected to Saturn. The ruling planet is Saturn, which is the discipline, structure, work, our career. And so, and it's also connected to the Father sometimes. Connected with time, how we use our time. And then on the axis of that, opposite, is Cancer, which is what the retrograde's going to be going in. And it's the moon, it's the mother. So you have the, working on the structure, discipline, order, authority, foundations. And then you have balancing with healing, nurturing, supportive, comfort, intuition, internal world, balancing the two. Okay? And so, with the full moon in Capricorn, if we work hard, put the effort, and focus, then we can have outcomes, positive outcomes for growth, planting our seeds, and harvesting with all of our work. Okay? Getting results is what I'm trying to say. In our physical world. Okay? But so trusting in the unseen realm, because there's more to this world and this life than just this physical aspect. There's a spiritual side. And so anyway, I just wanted to share that. And let me just say too, because I see that I'm at a certain time level, that I'm only allowed 20 minutes or so. This is for those that don't know, on certain social media platform, and I'm already reaching close to that mark, and there's more that I want to share. So I just wanted to share that right off the bat, that there will be part 1 and part 2. And so something that I wanted to share, that I've been working on, and I'm not finished yet. There's still more to do, but I had shared this before. Oh yeah, let me just say this too. So I wanted to share this. This isn't what I was talking about, but I wanted to share this. This is like our birth chart. This is us. The earth is us. We are this is representing, okay? And so our body is the earth. But anyway, so this is what I wanted to share as well. And so I had shared this before in another video. And like I said, I'm not done, but I had started working on this again. And I had did some revisions. And so this right here is the Jewish Kabbalistic tree of life, which is our spiritual path. This is and so these also are represented by like the planets, astrological planets. And so it goes from 1 to, so it goes from Keter, which is the crown, which is her head, Ein Sof, number 1, which is God, creator, the divine, right here. Okay. And so let me just say, okay, so these are pathways, spiritual, energetic pathways, okay? The Sephira are spiritual energies, and these are the Sephiras right here. They're the illuminations, the lights, okay? And so there's three pillars, and there's three major triangles, okay? So from Keter, Chokmah, and Bina, that's one. Then you have Hesed. I don't know what you can see here. Hesed, Gevurah, and Tiferet. Okay, so let me back it up. A supernal triangle of mind is right here, of the mind, of Keter, Chokmah, and Bina. Then you have the ethical triangle of emotive powers of the heart. And that is a Hesed, Gevurah, and Tiferet. And then the astral triangle of action and behavior, that is Netzah, Hod, and Yesod. Okay, and then their Malchut is the kingdom. And so, like I said, I'm not done, but I did share this before in another video, you can see, but back in time. But so the Sephiras, like I say, are connected with the planets and the angels, archangels, chakras, all that. Same thing with the pathways, okay? And so the pathways, there's 22 pathways, and they are, the Hebrew alphabet, and they're connected with an astrological planet. Like the sign. So, like as an example, there's the moon, there's Venus, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Jupiter, Scorpio, Capricorn, the Sun, Pisces, Aquarius. So I'm saying as an example here, looks like the South Node, and then I think it's Saturn, Saturn, Mars, Mercury, Virgo, the Moon, Venus, Jupiter, Uranus. Okay. And Taurus. And so they're all connected to that. And they also are connected to a number, gematria, and also okay, so and in words as well, but basically the Hebrew alphabet, the 22 letters, 22 paths, and then the 10 sephiros or sephiras, which is a total of the 22, and the 10 is the 32 paths of wisdom. And each tree, and this is the tree of life, each tree has its own holographic tree of life. This is the spiritual journey. Okay? And so all this is connected to, like I say, archangels, chakras, all that, planets, energies, and so forth. And like I said, I'm not done yet. But as an example too, let me just say, so like here, right here, 4 is Daleth, and that's looks like door, okay? And the symbol looks like a door. And so this is kind of like the doorway to the divine, the spiritual world, the portal, as an example. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that. Like I say, I'm not done, but I did share this before, and I did some revisions. And so I just wanted to share, because I'm like constantly trying to improve. And let me just say, you know, I'm always trying to improve and expand, and make adjustments if need be. I'm not fixed on a certain thing. If I see certain things to elevate or include and to be real, I'm finding all this stuff to be pretty much connected in a lot of ways, okay? And so this is something else in regards to that, which is the ancient Egyptian, from ancient Egyptian mythology, but ancient Egyptian astrology. And this kind of connects as well with what I was just showing you, the Kabbalistic tree of life that I had worked on before and revised some, okay? And so the celestial body and the Egyptian name and the association. So the planets, a lot of the planets also connected to certain gods and goddesses, and I feel are also connected to the planets. So it's all within us and all around us, the forces of energy, okay? And so the sun is represented, Egyptian name is Ra, and this is what I found. Like I say, open your hearts and minds to certain things. And see what resonates. And so it says it's to symbolize the life, vitality, and the ruler of the cosmos. Moon is Khonsu, is what this says. If I'm pronouncing right, I'm not sure. But associated with timekeeping, cycles, and fertility. Mercury, which is connected with Thoth, god of wisdom, writing, and communication. Venus, which is Hathor, represented love, beauty, and the feminine energy. Mars, which is Sekhmet, symbolized symbolized war, destruction, and protection. Jupiter is Amun, represented creation, craftsmanship, and stability. Saturn, it's Pitta. Wait a minute, hold on. Did I say that? Hold on. Let me back it up. I think I messed it up. Sorry, forgive me. Jupiter is Amun, associated with kingship, power, and expansion. Saturn is Pitta, represented creation, craftsmanship, and stability. I think I said that wrong the first time. Sirius, which is Sothis, I think is what it says, linked to the flooding of the Nile and rebirth. And then Orion, which is Sath or Osiris, which is associated with the afterlife and resurrection. And like I said, I'm finding that all these things are interrelated. Okay. And so I figured I would add that. And let's see. Oh yeah. So I figured I would share this again too. I did this back in time. And this is just to, what am I trying to say? In regards to the Mercury retrograde in Cancer. And so, like I said, I thought I would share that. And let's see. Like I said, I had so much things I wanted to share. I don't even. Let's see. Oh yeah. Okay, so I wanted to share this also. Sorry, I had. So talking about ancient Egyptian mythology. Oops. Sorry, something just fell. The Ankh, which is shaped like a key, represented everlasting life. It was kind of like the amulet. And so the pharaohs, our ancestors, a lot of times they held it in their hands. It was shown a lot of times depicted, them holding it in their hands. And they had a direct connection with the divine God and goddesses, responsibilities to keeping the cosmos in balance, and in harmony. They knew the importance of the everyday life, and connection to the spiritual afterlife. And often they had like the sun and moon was depicted as resting on their heads. And that was just signifying a higher level of consciousness. And so they knew that the society needed to unite towards a common goal, which was harmony, truth, and order. That the cosmos needed it to run peacefully. And so they knew that there was more to this life than this physical external world. They knew that there was a spiritual world that's here all the time. Um, and so, anyway, I just wanted to share that. They had a lot of wisdom. And, you know, so like back in time, so they were highly also into like astrology and the stars and the cosmos because they knew there was no separation. They knew of the significance of the connection of the spirit world. And back in time, you know, doctors, as an example, they had to learn. That was part of their curriculum was to learn astrology. They knew the significance of how it related in regards to our body and our health. And so I just wanted to share that. And something that I had read as well, also, I'm getting close to that, that I thought was something I wanted to share. But I had read that something about the psychological or emotional disorders, this is back in time, um, referred to as diseases of the heart. This is our ancestors. They knew that by treating and addressing the metaphysical aspects believed to be involved, by releasing the negative energies and spirits believed to cause sadness or anxiety, alongside with herbal treatments aimed at calming the spirit. They knew that that was a helpful thing to do. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that. And so happy full moon in Capricorn, Mercury retrograde in Cancer, and all these things, astrological things going on. I'm sending you my love as always. You're always in my heart. I'm sending you my love. Oh, look at my new shirt, El Sol. Thought it was beautiful. I wanted to share it. And my new pen, my new star pen. We'll do a little quick light therapy. Isn't it so beautiful? Look at that. Oh. All right, my loves. I love you. Take care. You're always in my heart. Blessed be.